All right, guys. Today's we're gonna be showing you guys how to remove the dash from Honda CR-V. This goes for 97 to 2001. As you can see, everything is put together right now. We're gonna remove the seats just so we have more space. Let's get to it. And the tools you will be needing will be those. At least. Yes, sir. All right. So for the seat, you're gonna need a 12 millimeter socket, and well, you can either use that or these right here. All right, excuse the mess, but now the seats are out, we're gonna be working on the dash itself. So we're gonna get started by removing these right here. There should be another one on the other side, and there are two clips on the front, and that's the tool you're gonna be needing, and the clip remover. And the other clip that I'm talking about, it's this one, and there should be another one on the opposite side. All right, so once you have the clip and the bolt removed, you gotta remove the shifter. This is for a 5-speed, I forgot to mention, because there's already a video for an automatic one. So if you use the automatic, just look for that video. What you gotta do is push down and then just twist the shift knob. Once that's removed, you gotta look for another bolt right under here. Should be two of them, one right here and then one on the opposite side. All right, now that you removed everything, you should be able to take off the shifter cover. And there it is. Okay, so on the driver's side, there's a bolt right here and another one over here. And these two right here should be just clips. So all you gotta do is remove these two and then pull it and then disconnect the rear glass thingy. All right, all you gotta do is not just pull on the cover. There you go, that's one. You might find these, but don't worry, you can just put them back in there. There you go, and I just unplug that, and that's it for that one. All right, so now we're on the passenger side. So we're gonna be removing the glove box. So there should be two bolts down here, 1 and 2, and then there's two clips inside that hold the glove box in place. So there is one right here, and then there's another one on the other side. We have to remove those so we can take off the glove box. And all you need is that tool right there, you know, or you could use an 8mm socket. There is one. And there is two. Be careful with those because those tend to strip. So yeah. So once you remove those, you should be able to actually you could just bring that thing out. I didn't know that, but usually you're supposed to remove these right here. So that's one, and then there's another one. All you gotta do is just push this and it should come right off. Same thing for the other side. You see these two things right here, just press on them, push down, and then come off. All right, now we're back in the middle section. All you gotta do is remove this one right here. There's some coins, of course. And there is a screw in there. So remove that one. And then down here, there's 4 of them. So one right here, top, one right here, and top. So this section comes off. All right. All right, so once you remove those bolts, you should be able to bring this thing out. There is 2 more bolts, so one right here and then one on the opposite side. Here we remove one of them, but you have to remove that as well for the next step. So yeah, so let's bring this thing out. Wait, so that one's out. We're just gonna bring this thing out too. Just, you gotta finagle the thing out. There you go. Y'all need any coins, extra bolts, fuses,
Marbles.
yes, marbles. All right, so once you remove those 2, there's gonna be another one down here and then at the top. That's on the passenger side, and then over here it's just a clip, so you just pull it. So once you have those bolts removed, there is some of them hidden right here, so there should be at the top. 1, 2 of them, and you're able to access them through these holes right here. So from the bottom to the top. There you go. All you gotta do is unplug that little bulb right there, finagle that thing out. There you go. Take that thing off, and now you should just be able to pull this whole bottom section. You gotta start from that side. There you go. So it pops up, the clip's over here, and it should come off. So just disconnect your your cigarette lighter, and also disconnect the bulb. There you go. And that piece is out. All right, next step is gonna be removing your radio. Just like that. Just kidding, mine is aftermarket. Yeah. Let me show you where the bolts are at. So there's gonna be 2 at the bottom, and well, it's supposed to have 2 on each side. So 1 right here, and then another one on the opposite side. But since mine is aftermarket, I didn't have to put those back in there when I did the stereo. But just remove the ones at the bottom, and then you should be able to pull this whole thing off. Just be careful because there's clips all around. So once you have the thing out, just disconnect everything. Like I said, my stereo is aftermarket, so your plugs might be different. So I'll have to just disconnect that. And then the plugs for the climate control at the bottom. And that's about it. All right, so once you have your radio out, all you gotta do is push through here. The clock will come out. There you go, it's that easy. Well, I mean, mine probably had like some broken clips, so that's why it came out easier. And then just unplug the hazard and the clock. Mine doesn't work, unfortunately. You see, that one's kind of tough. There you go. All right, so once you have that out, we're gonna move back to the driver's side, and we're gonna start removing these 3 vents and the window switch. So this one, this, and the cruise control, and the thing to control the mirrors. And all you gotta do is just the same thing. All you gotta do is push in the back for it. I'm trying to do it, but as you can see, it comes off. And you gotta unplug everything back here. All right, so once that thing is off, all you gotta do is just the same thing. You gotta find like the edge right here and push this one out. And disconnect it. You can also pull the whole vent out by pulling it, of course. There you go. There's nothing to unplug. Everything out of the way, and then same thing with this one. You just gotta push it out and unplug it. And then same thing, you can just bring this vent out. Just gotta kind of find like the edge and pull it. It's kind of tough in there. There you go. The clip fell somewhere. There you go. All right, so once the thing is out, there's another screw right here. This one is the plastic, and there should be another one on the opposite side of the dash. As you can see, it's over here. All right, so once you remove the screw right here, all you gotta do is pull on this cover, on the bottom one. And you're gonna have to do the same thing on the opposite side, on the passenger side. You see, it's kind of tough, but all the clips are there. So don't be scared, just pull them. And then if your thing is stuck, you just pull on it like this. And there you go, comes out. All right, passenger side, all you gotta do is remove this screw right here with your screwdriver. And then you pull the cover from the bottom. Just be careful with it. There's some strong clips back there. There you go. The side piece comes off as well. All you gotta do is remove that one. And that should be it for this section right here. All right, so once you have that removed and this side as well, we're moving into the driver's side. So we gotta remove these screws right here on the steering wheel. There should be 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So remove those so you can remove the cover. And so there's another one, like the plastic ones, on this side right here. Remove that one as well. Then just pull the cover off, that one. And now try to separate these 2 pieces of steering wheel cover. So there's 2 sections of it. Just be careful because those are clips, so take your time. All right, so once you have that removed, the next step is removing this bracket right here. So it should be 3 10s. There's one right here, top, and right here. So you gotta remove those. You gotta kind of move the bracket around. So now that that's removed, here comes the fun part. All right, so once you remove the bracket, there's gonna be 14mm nuts at the top of the steering wheel. So one right here, another one over there, and then 2 at the bottom bolts. This one and the other one. And so basically what you need to do right here, you need to bring down the steering column. So you need to unplug everything, literally everything, like over these cables that come up here from the fuse box and all those plugs. You gotta remove them. So just take your time on them because this thing has to come down. So once you have those removed, we're still working on them, but I just want to explain something really quick. These harness, the one for the window switch and I forgot what this was. So the thing that controls the mirrors, right? So you gotta remove this harness because this harness is gonna stay with the car. But as you can see, there's a clip back here. Well, there should be 2 of them, this one and this one. So remove those. That way the harness can come down. All right, so as you can see, the whole harness is disconnected. Like I said, you gotta unplug everything from back here. So just take your time. Make sure that you unplug everything. So now what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be removing those bolts and the nuts. So like I said, it should be 2 at the front and then 2 bolts at the back. All right, so once you remove those two nuts and the bolts, your steering column should just come down. Just be careful if it's only one person, because you have to hold it up here, because you don't want to get your face smacked by it or the back of your head, whatever. So now I'm going to show you guys what bolts need to be removed to remove the whole dash. So there's going to be one on the outside. So that's one, this one right here, and then another one right in front of that white clip. So that's two, three with the one outside, one right here, one right there, should be right there, and then two on the passenger side. That's about it. So those are the only bolts that you need to remove to bring the whole assembly out. You don't have to remove your cluster. The cluster can stay in the dash, and I'm gonna show you guys why. So right here, as you can see, those plugs are for the cluster itself, so they're not attached to anything. Comes out with the dash. So the bolts, it's one down there, another one right there, the two that were in the front, as you can see, boom, boom, and then the one that comes through the outside, you can't really see where it bolts up, but I think it's right here. So there's that one, and then that one, and then the one in the back. There you go. So don't forget, well, I haven't mentioned it, but you need to remove the whole fuse thing. It's just 2 10s. Those two, it's just one right there, and then the other one on the opposite side. You should see the hole right there. But and just unplug everything, because this is gonna stay inside the car as well. Like I said, you just want to free up the whole dash harness just so it's free. And note this, there is this antenna cable as well, so you gotta remove that. Just unplug it from the back. So this is kind of what your fuse box should look like. Then pull this thing down as well, and there should be another cable down here for the climate control thing, so disconnect that one as well. And then, like I said, just disconnect the antenna from here. There you go. Hide that cable back there somewhere, and that should be it. Honestly, you should be able to pull the dash. And let me show you something. Just like on the other side, there's gonna be a bunch of little clips all over the place. So just remove all the harness that looks like belongs back there. Remove all that and you should be good. All right guys, so now we're gonna be removing the dash. Like I said, just be careful with the cables and start pulling from the top to the front. Ready? Take your time. There might be some cables still in the back, so just be careful. You good over there? I think there's a clip over there holding him still. Alright, so now you should be able to just remove the dash. Watch out, the cables. So you see, don't pull just the dash like all crazy. You want to take your time on this. Just lift up, and there you go. Your dash is out. Boom. So as you can see, the dash is already out. We're gonna be removing the VIN number. I'm not gonna show that, but like I said, I'm doing interior swap. So we're gonna change the VIN number from that one to this one, and then this one to that one. But that's how you remove the dash from your 97 to 2001 CR-V. Like I said, just take the time. Don't rush it, because you don't want to pull none of those cables. See you guys on the next one.